What's different about you than when we had this conversation a year ago?
I think just overall more developed player, smarter player. Kind of year in the OHL, kind of just get better and better every year. The league gets younger, and you just try more stuff, get more comfortable with your game.
What led to the uptick in the offense this year from you? How were you able to have success offensively?
Uh, I think big part of it was that power play started clicking very well, and it's easy when you get a one-timer from 5 feet away. Also helps, but yeah, great power play. But also I got more rain from my coach, a lot of trust from the coaches to, kind of try your offensive side more.
Sliding into that bumper position, how did that help you develop your offense maybe differently than it would if you were back at the blue line?
Yeah, you kind of get a different look at stuff. You're not the guy shooting the puck. You're the guy trying to tip it and get rebounds and stuff like that sometimes. So it's a good kind of alternate view of it.
Did you get a kick out of the whole bumper bunk phenomenon, or was that more your teammates pushing it on you?
Yeah, I was kind of London kind of pushed it on me, but it was kind of funny. Teammates would call me it, like jokingly and stuff like that. But it was a fun thing during the year.
You played against Jet Luchenko. What are your impressions of his game?
Yeah, he's a great player. One man power play break in that's what we called him in London because they just sling it back to him. He's 1 against 4 and he'd skate it every time. So he's a special player.
Riley Armstrong was here before. He talked about you having a real understanding of what kind of player you are and what you're going to be. Can you explain to us what that is, what you think your game is, and what you think is going to work and get you to the next level?
Yeah, I just think overall smart player, two-way. Obviously, you don't not just defense, not just offense, but both ways you got to be good. But I think just the biggest part about me is like smarts and using your IQ. Not the biggest, not the fastest, not the strongest, but I think I can always use kind of my head to outsmart guys and get better position and stuff like that. So I think overall, just like a smart cerebral D goes two ways.
Riley also said that you look like you've already played some pro hockey already. Is that kind of where your confidence level is, that you feel like you are close to making that step up into like NHL level play?
Yeah, definitely the year in London helped a lot. You get more comfortable with your game, you get more comfortable with yourself. You get to try more stuff. You're older guys, so the coaches they have you on a longer leash. So it's it's good for the confidence.
Talked to Danny Briere, and he said, kind of like, well, we expect Oliver to go back and play one more year junior. Obviously your mindset is to be here in Philadelphia. How do you is that the motivation now to say, okay, you guys think I'm going to go back to London, I'm staying here?
Yeah, you got to come in and believe you're going to make the team. It's probable that I go back. They didn't tell me for sure you're going back. They didn't tell me for sure that you're staying here, but I think you just got to put it in your head that you want to stay here. You got to not lose any battles. You got to out-battle every single guy, do your best, because if you already think you're going back, you're probably going to end up back there.
How much do you lean on your father, and what has his messaging been maybe coming into your second year, and then obviously you're in another training camp on the horizon here?
Yeah, he's just kind of the same thing. You're probably gonna go back. That's fine. London's a great place, but you got to put in your head that you don't want to be back. You want to be here with the big guys.